Today I'm going to be doing a review of a projector, specifically an LED projector from LG, the HW300T. The HW300T is not a Pico projector, it's not a full-size projector, it's somewhere in between. So one of the great things about this projector is the fact that it's an LED projector. It uses an LED bulb, so it lasts much longer than your conventional projector bulbs, and this particular one is rated for 30,000 hours. The projector itself is only about 300 lumens, so it's not that bright. And since I'm using it in the bedroom, most of the time my lights are off anyway, so it's more than bright enough. So in terms of input, you have your typical HDMI, VGA, component, composite, USB, and it also has a ATSC TV tuner. So you can hook up a digital antenna, or if you're still getting cable via coaxial, you could plug that up as well. It also has a built-in media player. So any files you have on USB, you can just view them with the media player built in. It's a DLNA media player, which means that it can also stream from your network attached storage or your computer. It has network capabilities via Wi-Fi, so it does come with a Wi-Fi dongle as well. So this is what you'll find included in the box. You'll have your manuals, as well as the lens cap and the batteries for your remote. The projector also comes with a carrying case, and you'd think that the projector is actually this big. It's actually not. So inside you'll find various cables. So this is the VGA cable. It has a pretty big adapter, I think. So this is the power adapter. This is the power cable that plugs into the power adapter. You have your various, this is a component cable, red, green, blue, and you have your composite cable, which is video, the yellow video, and red and white for audio. You also have your Wi-Fi dongle, the remote, and you have the projector itself. So the projector itself is actually very small. It's not that big, if I can get it out of here. So this is the projector. So this is the back of the projector. You have your power in, you have your USB, your HDMI, your VGA, your AV in, which is for that red, white, and yellow cable for composite, and you have your component cable, red, green, blue, and you have your headphone jack, as well as a coaxial input, which is for your digital antenna or your cable. And there's a little hole here for if you want to lock it, and has various vents throughout the back. On the bottom you have your tripod mount, and you have this little knob here for adjusting the height of the projector if you want to put it on your table. I plan to use this with a tripod, so I'll probably use the tripod mount. You can also mount this upside down or right side up. So on the top you have your focusing knob, you have the on-off buttons, as well as the buttons for changing the channel and the volume. I think this is the infrared port. And on the sides you have vents. So this is pretty much what it looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I project it on a wall and the ceiling. So this is the lens cap that it comes with. It comes with a little strap here that I'm going to put on. And this little strap will keep it together with the projector so you don't lose it. There's a little hole in the front of the projector, and then you just slide your lens cap through like that, loop it through, and then it'll stay with the projector. And then you can put the lens cap on like that to protect the lens. So this is the USB Wi-Fi dongle. It fits on the back, so it gives you network connectivity to connect to your wireless network. It's a little big, so when you have it plugged up to your projector, it does stick out quite a bit. So here's the remote. It's like any typical LG type of remote. So if you have a LG television already, you'll be familiar with the buttons and whatnot. It uses AAA's, which I hate because I don't have a lot of AAA's. I wish they would use AA's, which is more common, but they do include it with the projector, which is very nice of them. And the cover is also attached to the remote, so you can't lose the cover, which is really cool. So like I mentioned before, I'm going to be using this with a tripod. And most of them will come with a base that is removable and a little screw which perfectly screws into this hole on the projector. Once you get that firmly on, you can put it into this slot and lock it in. So now your projector is on the tripod, and you can use it to aim any way you like a camera. You can aim it at a wall or up at the ceiling. So here's the projector mounted on a tripod. It takes a few seconds for it to turn on. And here it is with the lights off. So the screen projected here is about 82 inches. So it's quite big, much bigger than my old television that was in the bedroom. It was about 32 inches. So this is substantially bigger. And the image is actually very clear. And right away it goes into television mode. So I have cable hooked up to it via coaxial cable, and you can watch television. So you can change channels just like any television. And the main reason why I bought this was for the built-in digital media player and the Wi-Fi. So if you hit the media button, brings up a menu, and from here you can connect to your DLNA devices like your NAS or your computer. I have two NAS devices, so let's connect to one of them. And from here you could stream movies and whatnot from your NAS device.
Right now it's live women's beach volleyball. Here are Chris Marlowe and Kevin Wong with the call.
So it's played pretty much everything I've thrown at it. I haven't really ran into a video it couldn't play, so mostly they're DivX format, and I've even played some that are 1080p and they played pretty well. If you hit the netcast button, it actually brings up a few applications. The ones I use are just basically Facebook and the weather channel, so just click that and it'll load the weather for you. There you go. So having Wi-Fi and internet capabilities makes this projector really useful. It's just like any smart television. So, in fact, there's actually games too. So if you go down here, I guess it's like any LG television. It comes with a few games you can play. Very simple with your remote. Kids might like it, but they're pretty simple. All you do is you just hit the OK button, and then you press it again. So that's pretty cool. It's built into the to the projector itself, so that can provide hours of entertainment. That's one of the games. There's like 5 or something.
But apparently after a very long racing season, he is taking some time off to rest. And then in a quick, not having chance against Projector. I can go over 300 kilometers an hour. That is like, homeowners helping homeowners. Well, they didn't lose any time. It was still done before the fuel. Terry Franchitti, you saw him right there in front of Charlie Kimball.
The volume isn't bad. since I use it in the bedroom, the bedroom's really quiet. It's actually more than adequate enough for me, so I don't have it hooked up to any speakers. But it does have a audio out, so you can hook it up to maybe an external powered speakers or something. Here's the projector mounted on a tripod and shining up at the ceiling. Now, when I bought this projector, that was my initial intent. I wanted to watch movies while I'm lying down in my bed up in the ceiling. So it's kind of cool. There's the ceiling light, and here is the projector. The ceiling is actually not very smooth. It's kind of like stucco, I think. It's very rough, but I don't see it at all. I cannot see the roughness of the ceiling, so it's actually pretty clear. And I'm going to show you a video right here. So it's very clear, very impressed with the quality of it. The size of the projected image on the ceiling is probably about, I'd say about 50 inches. And it's maybe 7 or 8 feet away from the ceiling.
Exaggeration, I wouldn't say she's a big fan. You're right. She's a huge fan. She goes on and on about your open wheel tape. Mentioning it once doesn't qualify as going on and on. Francesco is the familiar with this reaction. Francesco, we never respect a gun that has nothing to add. Yeah, let us have a toast. Let's dedicate my win tomorrow to Miss Sally. Sorry, I already dedicated my win tomorrow to her. So we both do it. It's really not so special. Besides, I don't have a drink. I'll go get you one. Paying dividends as Kobayashi comes in to make his first pit stop after lap 8. Yeah, Kobayashi did make contact out into turn 1, but normally you'd expect Salvo to be a team running long, but because he's out of position now, he's stuck behind Petrov, Kovalainen and the Caterhams. They're getting a bit of an alternative strategy then to find Kobayashi some fresh air, I'd imagine. So Grosjean then did get the gap down to just 2.1 seconds. And there's another 10th up on this lap as well. So the Lotus, it's been easy on his tyres all year. That's really shown up in the second half of the race. So interesting to see it looking strong in the early phase of a Grand Prix. Well, we're seeing almost an indication of what Romain Grosjean might be doing to Lewis Hamilton in a few moments. With Kimi Raikkonen, Fernando Alonso here, taking a 10th out of Alonso's advantage in the last 3 laps. So he's well within the DRS.
So that's the portable LED projector from LG, the HW300T. It's a great little projector if you're looking for something that is self-contained. Seeing how it has built-in TV tuner, media player, and even Wi-Fi. You don't have to really hook anything up to it, and you can just stream music, videos, and pictures wirelessly. I guess in terms of improvements, I wish it was brighter. I mean, if it was 500 lumens, and maybe if it had like an extra USB port so that I can have the USB dongle plugged up to it, as well as another USB flash drive. And it would have been nice if it had a SD card reader. All in all, it's a great little projector, and I would definitely buy it again. For my needs, it works perfectly.